There is a couple of Bible verses that come back to back that are some of my favorite passages in the Bible. They're in the Proverbs, and it says, "Do not answer a fool according to his folly, lest you be like him. And then answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own eyes." They seem like they contradict, but they don't when you understand what's being said there. But there's also a favorite movie quote of mine. It's in one of the original Batman movies. I think the one with Tim Keaton. Is that his name? Michael Keaton. Yeah. Anyway, where Bruce Wayne is confronted by the Joker, and the Joker's, I don't know, trying to rob him or something, and Bruce Wayne, he smashes something on the mantle and says, "You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts."
And he had us.
Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
That's what happened here. I saw this come from Steve Deese, and this is about a Massachusetts Republican. He is some kind of a lawmaker in. He is some kind of a lawmaker, Jim Lyons, in Massachusetts, and they were debating whether or not to add a third gender to the state's driver's license. So you could be male, female, or gender X, which is this third gender. And what's the normal response to something like that is, oh, we're going to debate the issue. Does it make sense to put gender X on our driver's licenses? Blah 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 blah. And then, of course, the progressives win, and now we have gender X on our driver's licenses. But what he did was actually genius. He basically said, you want to get nuts? Let's get real nuts. And what he did, and this article tells us, is that he says, look, what we're going to do is we can't just stay just kind of woke. We've got to be totally woke. Gender X is not good enough. What about all the people who identify as other genders? Gender queer, gender fluid, non-conforming, gender questioning, all of them. Dragonkin. There's even people that identify as dragonkin, if you can believe it. So he said, you know what? I'm going to introduce an amendment for every one of them. And the best part is the number grows every single day. So he counted 73. There's probably more than that as far as genders that people identify as. There's all kinds of crazy out there. Anyway, so he added an affirmative action amendment for each one of those genders that he would introduce individually, debate individually, and then get a roll call so they could actually vote individually. And according to the rules of Massachusetts, it says here, you have 10 minutes to debate, then 3 minutes for a roll call vote, and that's how long it takes for each one. So it's 13 minutes times 73, actually really times infinity, because you can add infinity gender identities. And so eventually they put a stop to it. I think it said like it reached midnight by the time they realized what he was doing. Now, I'm sure they probably realized before, but they didn't want to be a racist or oppressor or a bigot and say you can't do this. And so they put a stop to it. And so that's that strategy, that tactic is answering a fool according to his folly and getting things done with it. Steve Deese says here, the emperor has no clothes. If only we had more lions willing to point that out. The harvest is plenty, but the lions are few. That's kind of a play on a scripture there. But that, I'm in awe at the tactics here. That was gold. That was absolutely gold. Why, if you're going to have 3 genders, why not 4? Why not 5? Why not 73? Why not 73,000? I mean, you don't want to be bigots, do you? Anyway, the point is, I am very impressed by this Lyons guy. I don't know if he's a Christian or not, or what his motivations are. I don't really care about that, to be honest. He's in Massachusetts and I'm in Vermont. But I'm wondering, how can we use these types of tactics? Because this is answering foolishness with more foolishness in order to get things done. And I don't know about you, but a guy like me, he likes that kind of thing. Anyway, I hope this was helpful. God bless.